Well, life just does not seem to stop, my friends. Life just does not seem to stop. We got notice today that we have 60 days to move out of the house. So that's fresh. That's new. Oh, I also got a haircut. Sorry for everybody who voted that I keep it long. It was literally like everybody, and then Christiana's like, no. We always knew that it was a possibility. Whenever you rent, you know that it's a possibility that it's not gonna last forever. And we knew that the owners wanted to move back at some point. That was always a possibility. We just didn't know it was gonna be now. Yeah, so pretty much the first thing that we did was we went and hopped on daft.ie. That's kind of the place that you go to look for rentals or properties for sale or things like that. And yeah, we're just kind of looking now, and I'm obviously gonna be gone for the first half of February, so that's timely. I'm gonna go hopefully get some viewings scheduled. You know, we gotta figure out how to move everything and do that whole process. It's kind of sad. Christiana's definitely more sad than I am. I don't tend to get too attached to places, but I've lived in a ton of places my whole life. Probably over a dozen houses that I've lived in. But she's lived in very few. She grew up not like going around, bouncing around different houses and things. But yeah, I don't know. That's just, this house feels, I mean, it was our first home here in Ireland, and first place that we started establishing ourselves, and the girls growing up here for the last 3 years almost. So hopeful that we'll find a place that will be able to kind of carry that on. Home isn't a place, but it's the place part of home, I think, is it's significant for people. So rest assured, I will document this whole process, and you know, I'm sure many people are interested about what it looks like to try and find a home in Dublin. It's a little crazy. We're trying to find places that are within our price range and maybe a little bit more than what we're paying right now, because we work from home, and so we need an office, we need rooms for the girls, and all of that. But you know, it could be worse. We're both optimistic. Obviously there's the sadness, but I'm optimistic. And at least it's not a 24-hour notice. Yeah, so little Tuesday update for you. Little Tuesday update. Now to work, because hey, I started my new job. Yeah, that started yesterday. That's been going really well. I've got 21 meetings this week. And then like 12 next week. It's all part of like the onboarding process, and like meeting people and hanging out and learning the ropes and how things go. And yeah, it's been good. It's been fun. A lot of things. And so I'm gonna dive into it and start getting things sorted out. That view. My brother Jesse always, I don't know if this is gonna, because the hot water is going, but Jesse always complains that my camera doesn't focus. And so to you, Jesse, I say, is that out of focus now?
Super blurry.
Super blurry?
Yeah.
This one's for Jesse. All right, Jesse. So now here, let me tell you a little bit about what my day is gonna be.
We're so weird. That's right.
What are you doing?
No.
Don't take pictures of the washer.
Can I come snuggle you?
Every now and again, I get on my phone and I start looking through my pictures, and I see that Rylan has grabbed my phone and took pictures of all of the books. Do you remember that you did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you took a picture of all the books that we own. It's just 75 pictures on my phone. Alright, so today, continuing along this journey of needing to find a new house, Christiana has spent innumerable amount of time. Innumerable? We've been getting viewings set up, so thing with getting a place here in Dublin is you have to go see it in person. You can't just be like, hey, I found this place online and it's... Are you laughing at me vlogging right now?
No.
You are though. So anyways, so you book a viewing. Depending on if they have any of those or not, they'll schedule you out to come and meet with either the property owner or the real estate management company people. And so we've got what, like 5 lined up?
Yeah.
We have 5 lined up in the first 2 days. So that's actually that's pretty incredible. But there are some things with it that take a little bit of finessing. The housing market here right now is like, you could sign on one day and there's like 15 houses that match your criteria, and the next day there's 3, and then the next day there's like 24. And then there's just like all of these things, like we've got kind of that battle between do we want furnished or unfurnished? Because when we moved here, this house was unfurnished, which meant that we had to buy all of our furniture, like the table and the couch and the shelves and the bookshelves and the everything, you know, TV stand and coffee tables, all this stuff, beds, right? Because that stuff was not here, it's going to make it very complicated if we can only find and get into a furnished house, because all of that stuff, or at least most of that stuff, is already going to be there. And according to the law, I guess, if you agree to a furnished tenancy, you can't just like say, hey, I'm going to move out all of your furniture. The problem is, it is going to be trying to find an unfurnished place that meets our criteria versus a furnished place that also does that. So anyways, we're not locked in anything. We got our first viewing at a place today. We've got a few this weekend. And hopefully we can get a bunch in before I go to California. Great timing. We've been kind of going back and forth between this, like, it's complicated emotions of like, this is the house that this was our first family place that we chose. And so, yeah, I don't know, there's memories associated here, and there's...
The pictures I took.
You took a bunch of pictures on my phone, didn't you?
No.
You did, though. I'm scared to look. So it's also kind of this battle between, like, we have to find a place, right? But we also want to make sure that we'd like, I mean, like, the ideal would be to move into a place that we love, in an area that we love, and have it be something that can feel like home. And so that's also kind of a thing when you have a time crunch, is trying to strike the balance between, I need to find a place to live in, versus can we find a place to live in that we love, that isn't going to make us cringe every time we walk through the door, and, you know, is a location that we like and is close to our own school. Like, there's just all of these things. Next steps, though, after you find the house, we wrote in, we called in, booked the viewings, and we'll go take a look. And then, yeah, some of them asked for like work references, some of them asked for rental references, so we had to kind of collect all that stuff. And then we just got to go be there in person. A lot of people have asked, like, hey, how do you like get a house before you move to Ireland? You can't. It's like nigh impossible. Jumping on the couch, last time you did that, you threw up everywhere.
This is before I'm eating.
Yeah, but it's still. Yeah, so it's you can't get a house without, because they want to meet you and they want to like see what you're like, and, you know, make sure that you're not a Muppet or something.
Muppets.
You've never even seen a Muppet. You don't even know. Do you know what a Muppet?
Love a Muppet.
Do you know what a Muppet is?
No.
It's a puppet.
But
it's like a certain kind of puppet.
Never a puppet.
A Muppet is never a puppet?
I saw a puppet before.
Yeah?
And it was like an elf, but it was made out of wood.
Okay.
They were not on fingers. They were just...
Hello. Hi, good morning. Oof. Oh!
I went to a picture.
I don't think so. Alright, it is Saturday and we are on our, what, 3rd house viewing of the week?
Yep.
And then right after that will be the 4th?
Yep.
Okay. The last couple houses that we looked at were okay. Well, the first house that we looked at actually was just not going to work because it is furnished, which means it has like all the beds and all the couches and all the tables and all the things, which we have. And then we went to one yesterday, which was okay. It's within our price point, and it's actually the same amount that we're paying right now, a little bit smaller. Figured even if we don't love a place, we might as well apply if it's like close to being something that we might like. Anyway, so we're gonna go do that. But we don't have any. We canceled the one this afternoon, so we can have a little bit of a family afternoon. That'll be nice. One of the hard things about trying to find a house is everyone has opinions and things that are important to them. And we discovered very quickly yesterday, after we saw a place that I really liked, and Christiana was like, meh. And then we found a place that Christiana really liked, and I was like, meh. We're kind of figuring out that whole process of what it looks like to have different things that are important to different people and trying to find a place to live in. So now, today, well, okay, so we've looked at what, 4 places so far? We're gonna go look at another place today, and we're just trying to find the place that kind of meets all of the criteria of close to school, in a good location, good internet, something that we need. Is this our first box, or did you already start packing?
I have 1 box of books. This is our first
one box of books, and the other one there you go. So, can't believe we have to move again. What a nightmare. Ooh. Yay! Yeah, if you have any questions, by the way, if you're like, for some reason you found this video because you're looking at, moving to Ireland or finding a house or anything like that, leave some comments down below with any questions that you have, and I'll try to address them in the next video. I may not reply directly to the comment, but I'll try and talk about that if there's anything that I've missed. Might as well, right? I just realized also, a week from today I'm going to be in California. That's gonna do it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Washing? Another box! Look at this. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next week.